like the creepy.
And
music.
will I?
I think so. Only
Perhaps.
the world will be able to let us know. Restarted the music to add creepy ambiance, Tyler.
No, well done. You did well with that while editing this movie, certainly editing the trailer. You got your creep on, bro. You got your creep on.
Did you ever see Face Off?
Yeah, who has it? Like Nicolas Cage and John Travolta?
Yeah, in that movie, John Travolta always does his face rain on the people he loves, and it's the fucking weirdest thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I like it. That is creepy.
I'm gonna start doing
Let's
that
try
to
that
my
in a movie.
friends when I go to leave. Rain on their face a little bit. See what they say.
I like it.
Like, what? You never saw Face Off? What's up? All right, we got someone here already. Cash
Oh,
money.
lovely.
Cash money.
Oh, what's happening, yo? How you doing, Cash Money? We're here running a little live stream for our crowdfunding campaign, our new Found for the Troy movie, Creature of the Pines, which you can go to by checking out, scanning that QR code, take a picture of it or screenshot, and then view that picture and you'll see the link. You can also go to creatureofthepines.com, or you can go to Indiegogo and search Creature of the Pines. We'll also, at some point here when Chris is talking, I'll try and drop a link in the comments so people can click it. But how are we doing? Chris, I'll let you answer that.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. That's not gonna stop me from talking excitedly about our new feature film.
I was going to say, Chris, how we're doing is we're looking to crowdfund $3,000, and we're 25% of the way there on day 2. We're at $750. We got some great backers, and check this out. If you are in the giving spirit and you like film footage horror movies, well, we've got a great deal for you. Chris is an absolute unit, and he'll have this thing edited and completed on the fair, March 1st, 2026. Now, the problem is with making such a great movie is that, well, it's going to have a nice little film festival run. And then also to secure distribution, you know, we probably are going to go a different route than our previous 7 documentaries. So it's going to be a long tail until you can actually get that movie, unless you go to creatureofthepines.com or Indiegogo.com and search Creature of the Pines. Check out our crowdfunding campaign. For $50, you can get early digital release, a download, baby. You can download that. You can play that on whatever device in your home you want to. And love every second of it. And Chris, your camera's freezing, so I see these questionable looks. But you get that, baby. Oh, and you get your name in the credits. Who doesn't want their name in the credits of an amazing movie?
Your NVIDIA broadcast AI voice, whatever filter, is making it sound like you have like dentures or something, like loose dentures. Like your voice sounds
really
very bizarre. Yeah.
Why didn't you check? You told me it was good
well,
earlier. Now let me turn it
until
off.
you went on this whole rant, and that's what I was able to hear.
Voice
now you sound like yourself, but
noise removal. How is that? Is that okay still?
It's better. Yeah, you sound more like yourself. You're a little quieter, but that's gonna boost you back up.
All right, I'll take noise removal, and people just need to listen to the noisy fan on the computer. Is this the best quality we have right now?
It sounds better than Tyler with massive amounts of dentures falling out of his mouth.
Okay, fair enough.
We have that to look forward to in 20 years.
We do.
So we'll enjoy that when the time comes. Dude, that was a long, that was a lot of, we're here to shill a little bit. But, honestly, the thing about the movie is, I think it kind of speaks for itself with the trailer. So go watch the trailer and then decide what you want to do. Right?
Yeah. It's been playing well. If you haven't seen it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you could have seen it on TikTok. Well, you can see it on Chris's TikTok. I nearly got my TikTok account banned. They thought it was violated community rules. Here's what's up. The TikTok algorithm thought our found footage horror movie was real. They thought it was real. They thought people were dying. They thought people were scared. People were missing. Boom. They said, no more, Tyler. You can't do that.
That is what they did. They said, but
That's how good the trailer is.
that's how good the trailer is. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited. This is it's one of the best times and one of the worst times to be a filmmaker, I think. And that's because all of the equipment and the software and everything is affordable and easy to get, and a lot more intuitive and easier to use. But man, is it hard to get funding, and is it hard to get noticed when you release your film? Because there's so many movies coming out every day on all the platforms. So we got to be out here. We got to be out here talking all the time about our movie Creature of the Pines. So we're gonna be, you're gonna see us and you'll be like, oh, these guys again, and that's okay. We'll live through it until you see the movie and you're happy with the movie, and that's what we want to do. We want to entertain. So
we're gonna be your little American Red Cross Santas outside the store, jingling our bells, baby, with our little pot, saying, "Hey, you want a dope movie early? We got you. Throw a couple coins in this bad boy."
NPR is like, "Yo, do you need an umbrella?" And it's like, "Didn't you want me to buy an umbrella last year? How many freaking umbrellas do I need? It doesn't even rain that often." NPR, not that, yeah. So like, we're just here for the next month, out here talking about Creature of the Pines. But we would be excited to answer questions about the movie and not just have to, shill the whole time. I'm excited to actually just talk about the movie and the production and all that kind of fun stuff involved in making a very, very, very no budget / low budget independent film. So if you're out there and you are interested in filmmaking, or you are a filmmaker, or you've made stuff, or you want to make stuff, reach out, leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can share a little tidbit with the folks that are watching. Chris sent me about 8 minutes of the movie, and so far Chris has sent me 23 minutes, 8 minutes, and another 8 minutes. I mean,
Tyler
this
has
movie's coming together.
ADHD. I have to send it to him in chunks, otherwise
he has to send it to me in chunks. Yeah, I can't process it. But what I saw today, it's just a few minutes after the opening of the movie, and you just watch this, and I'm not giving anything away. You see in the trailer, hey, cop rolls up on somebody, they're in an interrogation room, etc. And oh my gosh, dude, just the setup, the lighting, the actors, the characters. Again, you're watching this thing, you're going from dash cam footage to body cam footage on the police officer, to interrogation room footage, to like a formal interview with a 3-camera setup, dude, like in our typical documentaries. I mean, dude, this thing is seamless. It is entertaining. I love everything about it, dude. I mean, it moves. There's a great story.
Tyler, I think you might be right. I think the internet problem might be me. I'm gonna leave for a second and try something.
Dude, okay, it was cleaning up a hair there a little bit.
Was
I see
it?
your eyes moving
I
again.
just checked the stream and I look a little weird.
Yeah, saying I'm the bad boy.
I said you were the bad boy,
Go ahead
but you
and
were not
leave.
the bad boy. Let me come back, okay? I'm
I'll
gonna reset
juggle till you
my
come back.
router here. It'll be
Well,
a
dude,
few
that's going to
minutes.
end the stream. That's going to end the stream.
No. The stream continues, my friend. The stream continues. I will be back. It will keep going. It'll go until I end it, so you'll be fine.
How's it connect to the internet with you turning off your router?
We're
You're
through
hosting
a
it.
third-party service, my friend. I'm not hosting this
Okay,
stream.
I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust
back.
you.
I'll be right back. If it
Yeah,
goes down,
sounds
we'll
good.
just bring it back up. It's no big deal. But
I'll talk to Cash Money in the meantime.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, for sure. So Cash Money, where there's a will, there is a way. If you want to make a movie, I guarantee you can. That's a fact. Chris and I started like Hunter's 11, so maybe, I think he was 2. So 9 years ago. I forget what show I'm watching, but it goes to like commercial break. A movie trailer comes on. I'm like, that's weird. that just looks like a bunch of 1 second, 2 second, 3 second clips all strung together to like, tell a story. I bet I could do that. And so, yeah, Hunter was napping, went outside with one of his toy dinosaurs and my cell phone, filmed a fictitious movie trailer called The Dino Slayer. So you could actually, yeah, Google or put into YouTube The Dino Slayer. You'll see that trailer. That's where I started, baby. But yeah, I loved it. It was so much fun. I did it all on my phone using a little app and blah, blah, blah. I had some sound effects, a little bit of music. I was like, oh, dude, this is so much fun. And then it's like that 10,000 hour rule or whatever, where if you do like 10,000 hours of anything, like you'll become a master at it. And I'm by no means a master, but I became pretty obsessed with it. And every second I had that Hunter was like asleep or whatever, I would be, I would just be filming stuff and editing and adding music and filmed everything and anything. Skits, things with him at the park playing. I've got a great one where he's like up on this like chain. He's like, hey, Dad, look. And then he, boom, falls, like flips over and cracks his head. I was like, oh my God, like, look like he broke his nose. I'm like, oh, dude, you all right? He was fine. But yeah, that's how my journey started. So yeah, anybody else can certainly do it if they put their mind to it. That's a fact. For those just tuning in, Chris, he's on a break here. His internet was a little botched, so he went to go reset the router and hop back in. We're here to talk about our new found footage horror movie, Creature of the Pines. You can go there and find our crowdfunding campaign to get some cool perks by checking out that little QR code up in the top left-hand corner. Oh, yo, that's Aiden. No, I couldn't remember who Cash Money was. I wasn't sure if it was Peyton or Aiden. But, yo, Aiden, that's dope, man. Thanks for tuning in. And, bro, you're a creative cat for sure. So I know you could definitely make some movies. Even just start with some like little short, funny content videos. Yeah, you and your boys, man, and Hunter and Andrew and Connor and everybody. You could definitely do it up.
What? Why is my internet
Yeah.
lagging like this? Do I look any better?
Not really, dude. You're still pretty like laggy.
Maybe I should try switching to the mobile hotspot then or something.
Yeah, try that mobile hotspot, bro.
Weird, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is weird. You always have great internet. It's always me.
Huh. I guess I could try restarting the computer too, but
yeah, something's funky.
I'll switch to the mobile hotspot. We'll see what happens. I'm sure
Okay.
that'll
Cool.
mess things up.
Yeah, it's weird. Your audio comes through well, but yeah, the video feed's just garbage. What's up? You don't use NVIDIA Broadcast?
I'm on my Mac.
Oh, Mac. No, I know you love it for editing, so it's all good.
All right, let's try connecting to the...
I gave everybody the origin story, Chris, of how I got into filmmaking or whatever. Judging by the plethora of comments, I think everybody appreciated it.
I'm back now.
Yo, you look great. I can see your mouth move when you talk.
Wow.
This is nuts.
Wow.
How do I sound any better or no?
You sound the same to me. I don't know what the deal was. It was just my
upload's
really slow for some reason.
Weird. Probably the the CIA or somebody's monitoring you, obviously.
They don't want the truth out there, Tyler.
They don't want the truth out there, bro. We were told that. All
right, what were we talking about? I've been trying to figure out stuff, but I'm back. Chris is here. Let's talk about Creature of the Pines. So, who watched that trailer? What'd you think?
Yeah, exactly. Who watched the trailer? What'd you think? How hyped are you? Yeah. I mean, I just posted it to that found footage horror fan group on Facebook.
Cool.
And, it might have been 30, 40 minutes ago. It's got 10 likes. 10 updates. You know what I mean?
Do we have any bad movie night people here?
And so what? I don't know. Yeah, comment in the, drop a line in the comments where you're here from. Some people might have been along for that ride out to Wisconsin to find James, who was potentially had a poor ending with drilling into a UFO. Everybody knows that crazy story. Ended up being a hoax, but we got to the bottom of it. Let's go. But Chris, what is encouraging?
Yeah.
About posting that trailer in the Facebook found footage horror fans group, had 650,000 members. Now, granted, if you're familiar with those Facebook groups, believe me, it don't go across 650,000 people's feeds. You dig?
Yeah, I dig.
Like that's not how the Facebook groups work. Now, if it pops off with tons of likes and stuff in that group, it'll propagate it to more of those people. But the good news is, in the short time it's been on there, the fact that 10 liked it, we got a comment about, this looks great. And that was from like an all-star contributor, somebody who comments and on there a lot. Mm-hmm. It's cool. These are people who watch this stuff. Some people, some of the posts are saying, don't watch this. It's garbage. The fact that we've been getting nothing but likes and positivity and hearts, it's like, oh, dude, and a nice comment. Yeah, it's encouraging. We believe in this thing. It's cool to hear that kind of fan base is believing in it too.
From the road trip. There you go.
Rasa, more, I legit will do more of them. I'm not kidding. TylerTransu@gmail.com. You got some crazy, whatever, something that needs like investigated, something that can be done in a road trip. And I'm not talking like a full documentary, but like that thing with James, it was like, oh, dude, it's been 3 days. His post has gone viral, or YouTube has gone viral on that video, on that live stream. He hasn't broken radio silence. Like, somebody needs to go and make sure he's okay. This thing is like going really crazy. So, yeah, if you have something like that in mind and it involves UFOs or something dope like that, count me in. Shoot me an email. But if you like movies, and particularly found footage horror movies, well, Creature of the Pines is for you. Chris, real quick, can you adjust our cameras? We cover up that beautiful Creature of the Pine header. And before, I don't want Mia. Yeah, I don't need Mia up front. Yesterday you had it. Yeah, no, that's better. Somehow yesterday you had it where we could see that.
Well, remember? It's just, it's because we have the chat visible. We can turn the chat off.
No, don't turn the chat off. Keep them.
Well,
all right, I like being
able
to see them bad boys.
Just give me a minute. I'll update her. It's fine. You keep talking. You seem like you're off to a good start here. I'm still
I'm pumped.
I'm still trying to catch all that internet problem got me all messed up here.
Got you all, but nuts.
So what do you want me to do? Like get rid of the logo or what?
No, you don't need to do anything. It was just, I thought yesterday, for some reason, I thought you could still see Creature of the Pines at the top of the screen while we were streaming, but it doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's just talk it up. Yeah, Rasa Morrison. Yeah, no, that was nuts. For the people unaware, your boy drove 38 hours all the way out to Wisconsin and back with a hour and a half nap, at a truck stop, or actually it was just a rest stop. Freezing cold. Oh, I loved every second of it. It was great. Rolling up on the house, lady saying no, he's not here. I get back in the car, some guy coming up, banging on the window. Sheriff's on his way. You need to leave my property now. I'm like, oh gosh.
When you're doing something like that, how that's such a long drive. Does it not, are you not, uncomfortable, bothered? I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Caffeine and nicotine, my man. Caffeine, dude, I smoke. I love smoking the cigs. I love just drinking my coffee. I did a fast that entire time, dog. I ended up being 68 hours because, when I came back and slept
crazy,
from beforehand, it was just beautiful, dude. It was I felt so great. Reset my mind, my body, loved everything. But it doesn't get boring. It was cool doing the live stream. I couldn't believe hundreds of people were watching at like 3:30 in the morning as I'm going through Indiana. It's like, oh, having those people along and commenting, it's like, oh, this is cool. And homie, I was afraid of getting a copyright strike or getting the live stream pulled if I played music. So I raw dogged it the whole way out there.
Yeah, that's nuts.
No music. Just the thoughts in my head and the people, bro. It was crazy.
There are those people that like will get on an airplane and they don't use anything. They just lock in. And I don't know if I could do it. That'd be very difficult. I think I just fall asleep, honestly. Because airplanes are so loud too. That like constant noise.
Oh, that drone.
Asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you see how I put the little logo in the bottom left? How's that? Is that looking nice?
Oh, that's dope. Now we can see it. I love everything about that.
Creature of the Pines.
Yeah,
Creature of the Pines. How do we even come up with this movie, Tyler? Why don't we talk about that? Where did
Chris,
this movie
it was
come from?
just like everything else. It just kind of comes out of the ether. We're always chatting and stuff, and the one day, and you're always working on feature films and scripts. You have a ton of stuff written that you haven't even made just because you have this compulsion where you just got to keep creating, and it's a great compulsion to have. But so it was like, oh man, out of these 7 documentaries we made, these paranormal ones about aliens and UFOs, Bigfoot or Sasquatch, and ghost hunting, dog, this one 4 years later, Secrets of the Sasquatch, people are still watching this thing. Where it's pulling, nice revenue on Tubi and YouTube TV with ads. And it's just, oh my God, yeah, it's crazy. It's like, dude, and through our discussion, it was like, yeah, we should make a documentary about, or we should do like it was really just like we should do like, one of our like investigations about Bigfoot, but have it like, be like a narrative like film where it's written and it's fake, but we can make it scary. And then Chris is like, oh, what? Dude, what if we did like found footage? I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, this is, that's insane. And so it grew from that. And then I believe through going back and forth, we came up with the title Creature of the Pines. And that kind of just gave it its own life, just having that boss title. And then Chris, like I said, Maniac, all he does is create, whether it's videos, podcasts, movie reviews, feature films on his own, like Transient, or all these Dockside Media documentaries. Like we had come up with the concept, we talked it out a few times. As far as like, oh yeah, like who would be interviewed? Oh, like a professor. Oh, maybe like a cryptid guy. Oh, maybe like like just some things were lined up. A lot of it wasn't. And then Chris just like comes back to me like a week later with like, yo, this is what I have written for this character, for this person, or for the, I might actually started with, I think, the 3 boys first. And it was like 20 pages worth of material. And I go through it and then, we keep going back and forth. And from the inception to what we have all filmed and what Chris is currently editing, it's crazy, just that transformation process. Chris, like how many gems came out of us discussing, and I don't want to comment on the one, but I know there was one in this phone discussion where you brought it up and we were literally pretty far into the movie of like getting ready to go film it. And Chris says, yo, I feel like it needs this. What about that? And like my head nearly exploded. And he had been bouncing some stuff, or I'd bounce something off him, for a little while, and nothing fit. And then he said this one thing, and I was like, dude, well, how did we not think of this movie? Yeah, this just makes the movie 1,000 times better. Thank God you thought of that. Like, it wouldn't have been nearly as good, right, Chris?
Yeah, it was
a weird writing
Um,
But you kept writing it in chunks, right?
yeah, normally I don't do. Obviously, I don't do that. Normally, I write standard script format. And this was. I mean, found footage. I've never read a found footage script, so I'm not really sure how they're written. But the way I approached it was like just all the independent things, like a documentary. Like when you go to interview someone for a documentary, let's say that's the script, whatever the interview was. So I did that a bunch of times, and then like, well, what happens in the found footage? I'll write all that. And so it was all these pieces. So now we take the pieces and we have to put them together. But that's not normally how I would write obviously like a narrative script. It's more just here's what happens in scene one. And it's just the movie you see in your head is what I write. You know what I mean? This was different.
And different to how you've edited all the paranormal documentaries, where there it's a feeling of like, this person has an interesting experience or story, and we feel they're genuine. Like, well, I'm gonna, go interview them, or Chris is gonna go with me to interview them, or we're gonna go to this place with paranormal investigators and film them investigating. But either way, all those we never go in with a script. Typically, well, all of them, we go in with this title that was kind of delivered from the ether. We're like, dude, that's a great title. We can make a documentary around that. Then we just go film all these people. And then Chris, again, a testament to his fortitude, sits there, goes through all the footage with no script, no plot line, no story. Some of them he was there filming it, so he has an idea as it's being filmed. Like, oh, I remember this. Okay, yeah, going from there to there. Some of them I just went and filmed all myself, and so he has no idea other than what I tell him after phone calls after the interviews. But it's like, oh, he sits there, watches it all, and finds all these commonalities and storylines, and then just, like a maestro, just boop, 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 makes this symphony that is just, it's amazing. So this was absolutely different from anything you've ever done before.
Yeah. I like the word you made up, testitude. That was good.
Yeah. No, I think we can, we can get that printed on shirts and go from there. Rasa, is that actual found footage? Oh yeah, baby. You check out. You could be confused that it's not because it is that stinking well shot. We used our FX30s, on a lot of the scenes. So they are cinema cameras, and we use like Sigma 30 mil, like a 50 millimeter lens, more or less, and it gets that shallow depth of field and blah blah blah. So a lot of the shots look very pretty, but you'll see the camera movements and the POV and everything. It is definitely in a found footage style, but with our documentary experience, we did a great job of, getting all those interviews and shooting those with a 3-camera style, 2 on tripods, Chris on the gimbal over there, getting that nice, beautiful movements. And then, we had a bunch of creative concepts as far as like, in the trailer, you see a police officer rolling up on a suspect. So we've got dash cam footage. We've got body cam footage from the police officer. We've got interrogation room camera footage. It's not just, somebody walking through the woods for an hour and a half. It's when you see it, you'll be like, man, these cats were creative. How they filmed this in a way where it is constantly moving and entertaining and engaging and not stale by just giving me a 5-minute shot of one thing from one camera. So found footage style. And then Chris, do you want to speak to the creature a little bit? Because especially with the setup of, it was originally kind of, hey, Secrets of the Sasquatch has done good. We could do something in that line that was written and it would perform well. Why don't you talk about the creature and how that concept started and what it morphed into?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what the creature is. That's the whole mystery of the film. So you're going to have to watch the movie. But I will say it's not a Sasquatch, because that was what I was originally going to write a movie about. Because our movie Secrets of the Sasquatch performs so well still to this day, there's definitely a hungry audience out there for Sasquatch content. But there's so many found footage Sasquatch movies already out there. many of them are very good too. So when I was writing it, though, I was writing a Sasquatch thing, and I got really bored really quickly because I feel like the audience knows what a Sasquatch is, and at this point, they're going to want to see the Sasquatch do some really cool stuff, right? And I don't know, a lot of found footage for me works on the mystery and letting your mind fill in the blanks. A lot of the scariest stuff for me is like, let's tease it, but let's not just outright show gratuitous violence and gore. Or like, it's not as scary to me. And I wanted to make something that was actually scary. And so as I was writing, I shifted gears and I kind of went back to a well of a short film I made a few years ago called Meridian and tapped into that. And so it shares some similarities to the story of where the movie goes. So it's more of a unique creature, and it does more unique things that allowed us to craft some really cool scare sequences that we wouldn't have been able to do if it was just a outright Sasquatch monster ripping people apart.
But we will say, you do see a creature. And,
it's all revealed by the end of the film. You'll see it.
And you see it, multiple times. I mean, I'm not saying you see it throughout the whole movie, but it, don't want to leave you like, do I always have to wonder what that thing looked like? No. You'll see that.
It's satisfying.
There's a payoff. Yep.
There's a payoff. Yeah, you'll be satisfied.
Yep. I mean, Chris, let me just comment again. This found footage horror fans group on Facebook, they seem to be loving the trailer. I just posted it on a whim. We got somebody, hey, Jersey Devil. Yes, they're loving it. Somebody, cool, always love a found footage creature feature. Yep, we got you. Will this be on Blu-ray eventually? We don't know. But I tell you what you can do. You can go up to that little corner here on that QR code. You can take a screenshot. And then, you can go into that and view it, and it'll take you to the link. You can go to creatureofthepines.com, or you can go to indiegogo.com, and then you can search Creature of the Pines. You'll see which one is ours. There are no other Creature of the Pines. We are the Creature of the Pines. And to get to the point, we've got a bunch of great perks where Chris, the madman that he is, he'll have this bad boy edited on or before March 1st, 2026. Yesterday he said on, you know what, as far as he got just in today, I'm like, oh, dog, we can say on or before March 2020. Just I know how you are. This will be done early. We'll be going back and forth polishing it. But oh, dude, I can tell this is something he is really enjoying working on and editing and having fun. Because I'm not like, oh, hey, dude, where you at? How's that coming along? He's just like, I'll get a message with a link. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, are you kidding me? And then I'll put some notes on it or whatever. Not many, because he always does just great. But occasionally, we'll have some notes, and then we bounce back and forth. And what about this? We add all these little fine details. Plus, as that's going along, he's like, oh, well, here's this link. I'm like, well, dog, did you do the notes on the other? Well, I was waiting on those, and so I already edited. I'm like, oh my gosh, all right, well, don't forget those. And then he's already got another part of the movie, so he will have it done on or before March 1st, 2026. And if you go to our Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign, creatureofthepines.com, you can get one of the perks, baby, early access. You get that digital download release before March 1st. And by downloading, I mean, cool. You can take it from your laptop and connect an HDMI, cord to your computer. You can watch that thing however you want. You don't need to stream. What are you saying about, Chris?
No, you finish your thing. I was just going to make fun of you, so keep going.
Okay, I was just hoping they can. I thought you were going to be like, no, they can't download it. I'm like, oh, no, download.
They'll be able to download it.
You can download it and view how you want. Because it looks so stinking good, dude, on that big screen. And, with the sound coming in and all the different noises in the woods and creatures. And you're going to want to experience it how you like to watch movies.
For sure. Yeah.
And so, you not only do you get that early, you also get your name in the credits. Because, unfortunately, with something this great, it's going to go to a lot of film festivals, and it could be a while until we negotiate distribution and the final release. So you're getting this movie well before anybody. I mean, best case scenario, and I don't even think it's probably maybe summer of 2026, but between all the festivals and then it's securing distribution deal, and that takes another 3 months till you give them all the assets. I mean, you're getting the movie probably 6, 9, 12 months before the official release, if you're looking to donate to the crowdfunding campaign. So, Chris, go ahead and make fun of me.
Oh, well, one, I was gonna think you. Do you ever apply to QVC? You should be on QVC.
Like Billy Mays or something.
Yeah, you'd be good at that. You'd be good at that. But two, someone had said something about Blu-rays.
Yeah,
that would be really cool to do. But I did that on Transient, and it was just so difficult to get done, so expensive. They like the Adobe software, Adobe Encore, like they don't support it anymore. You have to download like a bootleg version, and that's the software you use to create like the Blu-ray disc image and the menu system and all that stuff. So like they like it's antiquated, like they don't support it or anything anymore. So it's hard to create physical media. We could do DVDs easier, but a Blu-ray would be really cool. But maybe potentially we talked about doing that for all the Dockside Media movies at one point, Blu-rays and stuff like that, because I do like physical media, and I think there's a big, especially in the horror community, there's a big section of people who still appreciate physical media. So
for sure. Shout out to DJX Tech in the chat. They were on that journey out to Wisconsin. I'm telling you, dude, that I made ton of friends. I made a ton of friends on that journey to Wisconsin. Dude. The people commenting, bro, they're my ride or die. And
dude, this is like, crazy. Dude, yeah.
I'm like, what are you? Is this entertaining? I can't see how it's entertaining sitting here watching just the world pass you by from a windshield dash cam, my phone up there streaming, or actually it was an iPad for a lot of it, duct tape. My son's iPad duct taped to my dashboard and windshield. But yeah, these people are like, dude, no, it was crazy, great, man. Riding along with you and like, yeah, being your companion, and we were all going on this journey. I'm like, yeah, it was really cool. So it meant a lot to me that they all rode along, and it's cool that they're showing up in this,
Yeah,
I mean, follow me. I'll do more of it.
I've done Bad Movie Night. This is our 9th year, so we're gonna, by the end of 2026, we'll have done Bad Movie Night for 10 years. 10 years.
And 12,000 subscribers, correct?
But where are the Bad Movie Night people? I've done thousands of videos on Bad Movie Night. Yeah, it's hard out there. It's hard to get. I guess I got to do a 48-hour road trip for Bad Movie Night is what I got to do.
Bro, you should. I'm telling you, those fans would love it. I'm sure these people. I'm telling you, and dude, these people. We got UK. We got there was like England, South Wales, Australia, Africa, South Africa, Russia, Brazil, Germany, Belgium, Canada, way up in Alaska, a lot of other U.S. states. It was crazy, dude. People all over the world were tuning in, and it was just the wildest thing ever. I loved everything about it. So it was cool that like my people are still showing up here. So thank you guys. That means a lot. It really does.
Let me ask you this, Tyler. So Creature of the Pines is a found footage movie, but it is definitely a horror film, straight horror film. It is meant to scare people, right?
Yeah.
You've never really been a big fan of horror movies. You said I think you saw Blair Witch before, but like really no other found footage movies, right?
Correct. Not before. You had the script written and we had gone back and forth a bunch of times, and then you had recommended Hell House LLC, and I watched that prior to us going to actually film it. But other than that, I think those were the only two I had watched. And in your defense, you had suggested some other ones. I didn't watch them, or I don't recall what they were. I watched some more since a little bit.
How do you feel about the genre now? I feel like you're invested now.
Well, yeah, bro. It was so fun to go make that. Okay. Yeah. to the point where when we're cleaning up, last night, Tony, the boys had already left. You and Tony are up the cabin and stuff, packing stuff up. I'm down tearing down the tents. It's like 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night, freezing cold.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. I'm hearing stuff in the woods, and I'm starting to wig out, bro. I shouted out. You didn't know this, but I'm like, yo, if you guys are out there effing with me, just relax. And then it was just quiet and nothing. But so, yeah, I love the adventures. It's so much. It's fun. What I like too is like what we did with the 7 paranormal documentaries. We don't watch a lot of paranormal documentaries, but we're filmmakers and storytellers. So we went out and filmed it, and you edited it in a way that we felt was the best story. And it's like, we didn't reinvent paranormal documentaries, but our style is like, you wouldn't just say, oh, they looked at every other documentary and then just copy that style. Like, oh, they have their own style to their stuff. So same deal with the found footage. I didn't watch enough of them. I knew Blair Witch. That was it. Watched Tell Us LLC. But I'm like, oh, bro, I know what we've done with the documentary game. Like, yo, who's to say found footage movies need to look grainy and not well shot or whatever it is. It's like, oh, bro, yeah, like I've got a drone. If we're making this documentary, like we would have gone and gotten drone shots. So even just if you watch the trailer and see the drone shots, it's like, that world is so built out. I know where they're at. They're in the middle of nowhere in the New Jersey Pine Barrens. So how do I feel about it? Oh, yeah. I want to make more, because to film 70% of the movie or 65, whatever it was, all the found footage sequences in 3 days, and it was 3 big separate things. Bro, we could crank these babies out. I mean, as fast as you can edit them and write them, we can keep cranking these out. We got another one on the back burner, Children of the Veil. There, I said the name. You have first access to it. But right, you just hear that, God damn it, these boys are going to make a good movie. I know this is going to be a dope found footage movie. So, yeah, we're going to keep cranking these out. And, dude, it was an awesome experience.
Yeah,
what did you like about it compared to when you did, and also speak to what did you like about filming wise and what editing wise versus like the documentaries, or when your narrative film Transient, the sci-fi thriller, when you went and shot that, as far as lighting and deep pit, all these things, like what went into that, storyboarding perhaps, right? I think you had it all kind of mapped out of how did you like the found footage whole process, writing, editing, or filming, editing so far versus what you've been exposed to?
It was just very different. But the found footage stuff, cinematic filmmaking, like traditional cinematic filmmaking, like Transient was, which is just like is a normal style movie, is a much, much, much bigger undertaking and much, much bigger hill to climb insofar as when you shoot a scene with 2 people talking in a movie, you got to light it for person 1 and shoot their shot. You got to light it for person 2, shoot their angle. You got to light it for the master of the 2 shot. You got to light it for if you're doing another angle. You got to get the inserts. A one scene with 2 people talking can take a whole day. In found footage, one scene with 2 people talking can take 20 minutes, and you move on. Ultimately, for me, movies, I love a movie that looks beautiful cinematically, and I love the art of creating, like Transient. I loved making that movie and spending the time getting the lighting to where I wanted it and all that stuff, and getting the angle where I thought was like a beautiful shot. But like, what it all boils down to for me is like, is the story interesting and entertaining, and does the camera work and the look of the movie serve to enhance the story as opposed to distract from it or whatever, you know what I mean? And so I got a million ideas. That's the thing. Like, I have a million ideas that I want to make, and after Transient, I wrote 4 or 5 feature scripts, and it was like, well, this one's going to cost $100,000. This one's going to cost $50,000. This one's going to cost $200,000, and all that is basically impossible to happen. Like, I've made so much stuff, but like, it is so hard to get financing, even though all of our movies have made their money back and then so much more. But it's still impossible to convince someone to give you money to finance a movie. This is exciting because there's nothing holding us back. So, like, making this, I'm super pumped because we have a really cool story. We still have some great camera work and some great, lighting and stuff in the interview sequences. And then we have the found footage stuff, which still looks beautiful at times, but then also looks real. It's just like nothing's holding us back from making another. Like, now I'm like, all right, I got an idea for Children of the Veil. I have this story in my head. Like, let's go. I'm ready to keep making stuff. Like, for me, I just love making stories, getting them out there in the world. And the most deflating thing is like to get super excited about a project and spend so much time thinking about it and working on a story, and then realize everything's handicapped because of money. It sucks. It's so deflating. And this is like, and this is the Dockside Media mantra. It's like, we're just gonna go out there and we're just gonna shoot this, and we're gonna make it happen. And this is what we did with Creature of the Pines. I said we're shooting on these 2 days or 3 days for this.
Yep.
These scenes, and so we don't have a location locked, but it doesn't matter. We got 3 weeks. We'll figure it out, and we freaking figured it out. And we figured it out, I think, in a location that it was beyond our wildest dreams. Right, like it was the perfect location for the movie. So
it was amazing, and just needing that deadline. Like, yeah, you kept writing, but and getting all these scripts. It's like, okay, well, we're shooting this out there. All right, well, these need to be like polished. They need to be done. So the amount of times and hours spent on phone calls talking about some minute fact, like, oh, somehow this needs to be justified or whatever.
Yeah, but I love that. I love getting into that stuff.
Oh, I do. But we needed that deadline, that gun to head, like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're filming on these days. Like, you don't have 3 months to figure out, what's a good, unique way to entertain the audience. It was like, oh, no, everything's. And so it was great having that deadline and us, like, forced to just spend a lot of time polishing that story to where it was like, oh, my gosh, dude, this is so good. I can't believe this. Yeah. And then, too, fair play to the actors. Everybody that acted in it did a fantastic job.
Oh, 100%.
But they all, aside from the writing, had leeway to deviate and change a little bit of, how would you exactly say that, or your character say, and do so. Some of the stuff they came up with, whether it was on the fly improv or just even discussing a scene while we're marking stuff off and let's run through it, blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, well, what about this? What if we, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I just remember probably 3 times, at least 2, definitely 2, where the actor suggested something. It was like, oh, dude, that's actually a great idea. We ended up using it and it plays so much better.
Yeah.
So it's cool to always be open to like, we don't know everything. Like whatever. We're just open to, we're trying to make the best possible found footage horror movie, period.
It is difficult in this industry, or if you work in video or film, just even if you're doing commercial work. I do a ton of commercial work. It's the ego. You gotta fight your ego. You don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing, but the collaborative process adds so much, and you got to let your ego go. You got to stop thinking like you know everything, you know the best. There's so many times where those actors, because like speaking about Transient, like I wrote that script that came from my head, but those people that acted in that movie knew those characters better than I ever would. even though I wrote the script, like they added so much more to it. And this is the same thing with this. Like I wrote the words, right? I said this is what we're gonna say, but they took those words, they changed them slightly, and then they added so much more on top. The flavor, the backstory, that they embodied a person that I kind of created on script. They brought to life and added so much more. And so that is one thing I never had a problem with scripts, was like I think because I've done some acting, like I was in a few movies and I've been in a bunch of my shorts, and there's so many times where I write something, but then when you go to say it, it's like, this doesn't sound like how someone actually would say it, or it doesn't sound like how I would say it. So you change it slightly. So I never had a problem with letting actors do that. But like in this, we let them do all that, but then they added things that were like, this fills it out so much more, or it justifies this, or whatever. And the beauty of the found footage thing, it's like, again, we can shoot a bunch of takes really quickly because, we'll light it, but like, it's not going to take 3 hours to light. It's not going to take 3 hours to block. It's going to take 20 minutes. We're going to use a lot of natural light. We're going to use a lot of natural,
put 4 lanterns up on,
exactly.
up on a light stand or whatever the thing you had.
So there's just more, exactly. There's just much more room to play. And, my note to the actors was, look, you take this dialogue, you tweak it, you change it how you will, as long as the scene still embodies what it needs to. Because when you're making a movie, you want to come in late and you want to leave early. You want the scene to have the most important, you want the fat shoot off. You want just the meat there, the important stuff. And so we wanted that important stuff to be conveyed in each scene. And man, there was not one time, I think, where it was like, yeah, that was a bad choice, actor. No, every choice they made was like perfect.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it was amazing. For those people just tuning in, we're talking about Creature of the Pines, the gnarliest found footage horror movie you will probably ever see in your entire life. It was made by Chris and I with Dockside Media. We're going to clue you in. We haven't been posting any of the crowdfunding stuff on Dockside Media because as we release some little teasers and whatnot, that channel's going to go dark. We might go a little Blair Witch effect where people aren't quite sure, the lines are blurred. Did these guys really disappear? I know they made 7 amazing paranormal documentaries. This looks like they're making another one about a Creature of the Pines. But wait, what? They said they were going out camping. They never came back? So I clued you in. You're hearing this just from Chris and Tyler, not necessarily Dockside Media, because we're going to try and play that marketing, to see if maybe we can drive some hype or interest. But we're here talking about it. It is all shot except the last little news interview is being filmed this Monday. And then it's all done, baby. Like, that's an official wrap. Chris has been editing like a maniac. He'll have this thing completely done and edited by March 1st, 2026. We got the new year coming up, right? Well, Christmas, then the new year. And then we're talking, boop, boop, 3 months. Well, not even 3. Well, I'm talking all of January and all of February. Then March starts. So, baby, that's coming soon. So if you go to our crowdfunding campaign, you can screenshot this broadcast right here and use that QR code in the top corner. That'll send you to our crowdfunding. You can go to creatureofthepines.com. That'll take you to our crowdfunding. Or you could also go to Indiegogo.com and then search Creature of the Pines, and that'll take you to our crowdfunding campaign. And what you get there is some cool perks, like you get early access to the film, baby. When Chris has her done and she's finalized, you're going to get a link for a digital download, and that'll be on or before March 1st, 2026. The issue is when you have a movie this great, that looks this great, and the story's that great, and the acting's that great, man, it's going to go to a number of film festivals. And then as we secure distribution, man, it's going to take a little while till it actually is officially released on streaming platforms. So if you want this movie, man, 6, 9, 12 months early, head to creatureofthepines.com. Check out the one perk. You can get a digital download of it so you can watch it on whatever device you want, baby. And not only do you get that, you also get your name in the credits, a special thank you. So when this movie goes viral and blows up, which it will, guess what? You can tell friends and family, hey guys, watch it till the end. Watch till the end. Look at that. That's my name right there. I help make that happen. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of this meteoric journey, as Creature of the Pines rockets to stardom, head to creatureofthepines.com. We got you covered, and you can watch this bad found footage horror movie way before anybody else. Way before.
It was very like space themed where you went there, where meteoric rise
To stardom.
Stardom. Yeah, I felt inspired. That was good, Tyler.
Like you said, sometimes off the cuff is best. This stuff isn't scripted, Chris. We're speaking from the heart here, baby.
That is
and
true.
yo, shout out to Desiree.
Desiree.
The vision becomes clearer when you have an open mind. Exciting. Let me know if I can get hold of light. Get it? Yo.
If I can help hold a light on the next one, yeah.
Oh, dude. If you
Yeah.
recall, Desiree, shout out to her. She was in first she was in The Ghost of Gettysburg.
Yep.
Our paranormal documentary. Did some ghost hunting investigating right near the Gettysburg battlefield, like on battlefields, but not in Gettysburg National Park. And then we went in there too as well. But Desiree, she was out there for the camp out. And then shout out to Desiree, she came out for a Secrets of the Sasquatch camp out as well. So she was in 2 of our docs. And in specifically The Ghost of Gettysburg, yeah, she held that light on that one scene when I can't remember her name. It's gonna bug me, but she was from the UP. She's like, "Oh, I'm from the UP. This isn't cold." I'm like, "UP? Oh, Upper Peninsula." Like she's from Michigan, right?
Oh, her.
Do you remember her?
Yeah, she was a trip.
So she's like, "Yo, yeah, I'm from the UP. This isn't cold." Meanwhile, we're like, "Yo, this is like freezing out. This is like
It's all
whatever."
right. We're gonna throw a
November,
mattress on this fire.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we had that fire blazing. Oh gosh,
that's crazy.
Jesse
Oh, yeah.
Jesse Grindle or whatever, the medium, she almost got burned up. I want to say, I
Yeah.
think it was her. Somebody didn't move. This thing was just flaming. I'm like, dude, they're gonna get torched. What is
Austin
going
was
on here?
there too. Yeah, that was a great time.
It was an awesome time. But yeah, Desiree, for the UP girl, she was holding the light as we were walking, and because specifically during that time, we went into this one area, and the whole vibe changed, and it got really cold. It was like this pocket of
I
cold
remember
air.
that. Yeah.
It was really trippy. So yeah, that's cool. Desiree, yeah, no, I'm excited. We're excited to get this out there. Creature of the Pines, again, found footage horror movie. It's awesome. Chris will have it done before March 1st. Get it early at creatureofthepines.com and click.
If you let's talk
part.
about the trailer. If you watch the trailer, let us know what you think. But the cool thing about the trailer, I watched it today. It's been now a few days since I cut it or whatever, so I had a little bit of space from it, a little time from it, so I got a more fresh perspective on the trailer. And I thought, all right, well, I think it might be. We could have probably made it a little shorter, because there's a lot in it. But the exciting thing about it, watching it, was like, damn, we barely showed anything. That was what was cool. Half the time when I'm making a trailer, it's like I got like 3 moments in the movie, and you don't want to show them all, but you also want people to watch the movie. So you're like, sometimes you do show them all. And in this thing, we didn't even show really any of the scares, like a few little ones here and there, but like none of the actual scares. So that's really cool. Here's what I want for Creature of the Pines. I just want something that people watch and are like, damn, that scared the shit out of me. I would love that. So that's what we're going for with this.
That
movie.
would fill
If you
your
like-
heart.
Yeah, that's where my heart is. Yeah, and I'm a huge horror fan. You're not. Like we've talked about that earlier in this live stream. Like that is my jam. I watch every horror movie I can. If I'm gonna watch a movie, I usually go for a horror. It's just what I've always loved. But because of that, I'm so desensitized, right? Like, it doesn't scare me anymore. 1 a.m. Early. Good luck. See you soon. I'll KP in touch. Have an awesome Xmas, guys. You too. Thank you.
Yeah. Merry Xmas. Later, Tech. Thanks for riding along here.
So yeah,
Keep going, Chris.
I consume so many horror movies, but because I've watched so many, I very rarely get scared. And I know I also make movies and I also, write and stuff. So like I have a different perspective than most people probably. I see how the sausage is made a lot of times. So it's harder to get scared. But I want to go back to that. I want to be scared. I want to scare people. So this is super exciting. Yeah. When I made Transient, like there was some scares in that movie, but I never intended that to be like a super scary movie. It was all more thriller. But I remember some people who aren't like into horror stuff being like, "Oh, it scared the crap out of me." I was like, "Really?" So this movie, like I know this is going to scare some people. So I'm super excited about that.
Dude, yeah. No,
Oh, that's some Dockside Media content right there. That guy's talking about.
Do a 6G trumps, just see through walls, skin. Oh yeah. All right, we'll do a doc on 6G.
Yeah, we just need to come up with a name. Like a G6. Like a 6G.
Ooh.
Like a 6G. Remember that song? Like a G6?
Mm-hmm. No, I knew exactly where you were going with it.
Yeah.
I think it would be misleading, like if we had it like the lyrics. But no, like a 6G. No, that's great. People will recognize that. So you guys, often that's how these titles come up. We're just riffing. There's something we're like, oh, dude, no, we can build it. We can build a movie around that. That's a fact.
We got two kicking around in our head right now. We talked about Children of the Veil. That's probably like I've already started. I have a bullet list of like plot points and ideas for that movie. So that'll probably be the thing that I write next. But before that, we had another movie title that I was like, man, we should probably make that too.
Yeah, I like that Children of the Veil one just because. I don't know if I can say. Well,
don't give it away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just it's a cool concept. It's different from. It's different from anything we've worked on before or documentary wise, but it's in the same vein. So it's like, ooh. Dude,
it is in the same vein, but it's also horror and like
like
Creature of the Pines. But
again, it'll be a found footage horror movie, but could be completely real.
Yeah.
Like just based on history, it's like that could totally be real. Cheers, Tech, for sure. But so we're gonna keep making these things. We appreciate the support. That's the whole thing with this crowdfunding campaign. It's like, well, the good news is there's no risk involved to you. We said we were going to make 7 paranormal documentaries. Boom. Made them, released them to the world. Said we were going to do a 6-episode docuseries. Boom. Went out and filmed it with a popular paranormal ghost hunting celebrity, Amy Bruni, from Kindred Spirits and Ghost Hunters. Boom. Went and filmed it. We have it all done. It's being negotiated for distribution as we speak with a company that nearly stops my heart.
Starts with an A, ends with some numbers. Yeah.
Yep. So we're thinking good thoughts for that. But all this to say is that there's no risk involved. If we donate to their crowdfunding campaign, what if they don't reach their goal of a measly 3,000? No, not measly 3,000. I mean, that's a lot of money when you add it all up. But there's a lot of people, Chris, Transient was 15,000, 20,000 to make that, right? So 3,000 is relatively small to pay for the cost of like the actors and some virtual effects and these things. But the great news is there's no risk of, what if this thing doesn't come out? Oh no. If you check the trailer, it's coming out. We already shot all of it. And I can tell you personally, and I'll stand behind it, every second I've seen of what Chris edited so far is absolutely amazing. You'll have to go out and buy diapers before watching it because you will, without a doubt, shit your pants. That is a fact.
Yeah. And if you don't leave with some sort of, after watching the film with some sort of, bowel problem, Then I don't even know. You're definitely going to.
You
You
come see
probably
us.
have to consult a doctor at some point after watching this movie.
Yeah, you come to see us, and we'll give you a prostate exam because something ain't working down there.
I don't know about that. I don't know if we're gonna that. Maybe that'll be an Indiegogo perk. All right, at a certain level. We'll add that to the Indiegogo.
Dude, for the full 3,000, we'll just come give you a prostate exam.
We don't really know what we're doing, but we'll at least watch a YouTube video before we get in there. All right.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
We can figure it out. Everybody has a butthole. We'll figure it out, right?
So, Chris, what you spoke about the trailer some. You're like, maybe a little long. Some great things, man. Let's start with this. You see you for, I don't know, I think only one short clip in the trailer, and you're in the movie. It's going to be an hour and a half movie, but you're going to be in it for maybe 20 minutes or so, 23.
That's the thing. I felt bad. There's a couple actors. We had Candace Livingston, who's a local actress. She did a great job playing a character in the film, and we didn't even feature her in the trailer because it just, you try and hype it up. You got some moments that you're trying to get through and try to hide other things, and it just didn't fit for her to be in the trailer. The other actor, Eric Maloragni, who was one of my leads in my movie Transient, he's barely in the trailer. I put like one little clip, but he's in the movie for like 25 minutes. There was just so much stuff in this film. So we can only show so much, which is a great thing when it comes to actually watching the movie. Because it's often the complaint you see online. It's like, oh, the trailer showed me the whole movie. Well, maybe we want you to think that for this, but it certainly doesn't. It certainly doesn't, does it?
Yeah. You think you know.
You think you know.
You have no idea.
It is so fun. It is so fun. This is why I love this found footage stuff, where you can craft like a fake documentary, a whole fake real thing that happened. Like, it's so cool to be able to do that, right? So that's why I'm super excited. I already have so many ideas for the next movie we're going to make.
Yeah. And the way the world is and universe, it's like, oh, yeah, dude, you can make these. Like, yeah, a lot of people are into Sasquatch. A lot of people are into ghost hunting. A lot of people are into aliens and UFOs. So the Mothman's out there. Oh, Slender Man, that thing took off, right? Back at, and so like, yeah, to be able to make these found footage films with like concepts that are like, oh, this could totally be real.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I mean, let me set this up, and I will say this: if you're fortunate enough, and we are blessed enough that you head on over to creatureofthepines.com, or maybe you scan the QR code up here in the corner, or you go to Indiegogo.com and you search Creature of the Pines. One of the perks, not only do you get the early digital release months, talking 6, 9, 12 months before everybody else in the entire world can do this thing. Way early. You get your name in the credits, which is dope. You're attached to, wait, what? I helped make that movie? Yeah, you did. We appreciate it. So your name's going in the credits. The other thing is that the one perk at that level, I believe it's $100, you're getting the Pine Files. You get behind BTS footage, behind the scenes footage. You get a featurette of Chris and I discussing the making of the film and all these beautiful intricacies. You get a PDF like journal of all the legend and lore from Pine Hollow and the Creature of the Pines. I mean, it's sick. And you get to see, I think, in the BTS stuff, it's like, when we went and filmed these 3 days down in Maryland, I'm talking, we're filming from, I think it was 9 a.m. We'd show up typically, and we would leave around 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. till we had stuff cleaned up.
Yeah.
We're there for 13 and a half hours in November weather in Maryland, which is like, it's in the 50s. Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't colder. It could have been much colder. It wasn't terrible because we were moving around so much. But, those 3 days, I think most people would be like, God, man, that sounds like a grind working on. Oh, it was no work whatsoever. For me, it's the time of my life, dude, to be out there and we're filming this stuff and working with these actors and working with each other. And like when you're watching the monitor of what is like, oh, this is what the audience will see. Dude, my mind just wants to come oozing out of my ears because it's like, bro, this looks like Hollywood level like film making. Not too long ago, yeah, these were $1 million budgets just to get them to look like this. And the fact that we do it, it's like, oh yeah, this doesn't work at all, dude. This is so much fun. And I just love doing this.
The thing that was really fun about this too was like it was different than what we've done before. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've shot on the expensive cameras, you know, transient, we shot on Reds. Like it's a different experience, you know. It's very arduous, it's very slow moving. It's very methodical, and I love that too. We've shot the documentaries. We've shot the ghost hunting shows where you're on gimbals following around. You don't know what's going to happen. I love all that stuff. This was different yet because it's like, well, we never made found footage. Like we did a bunch of test shots and stuff. And that'll be the fun part of if you get the Pine Files, you see the behind the scenes featurette of how like, you know, there's stuff where we're like testing out. Like, is this going to work? Are we going to be able to cut like this? Or is this light going to do enough? Is this rig going to work? So you get all that shit, which is pretty cool.
Oh, and the follies that come along with
right, exactly.
Two guys, you know, a buddy helping out on sound, and yeah, the actors. I mean, you see, like, oh my, dude, they achieved that with that,
right? Exactly.
And then, oh my gosh, I can't believe, dude, when I saw that shot in the film, I would have never assumed it was made that way, and that's hilarious that all this extra stuff happened before or after or whatever it was. Like the behind the scenes stuff, it's been killing me because I love making this stuff,
yeah,
and recording it, but so it's been killing me not to be able to share this. But it's, you know what, that's a great little reward for all the people, you know, that really believed in this and wanted to spend their hard-earned money, which we really appreciate here during the Christmas season, you know, on selecting this perk. Like, it's like, oh, you know what, dude, it's totally worth it for me to just, we'll just sit on this. And those people, they could be rewarded with the really, really cool, interesting stuff that happened behind the scenes. Because you would, like, they would have never thought it or guessed it.
How cool is it? Like, you know, we never made found footage before, but like, I have watched a bunch, but it's like, all right, well, we made this. I put together a camera rig. We have all the attachments. We think like, all right, this is probably going to work. And then we shoot it and you're like, all right, I think that worked. And then we bring it in and I look at the footage. I'm like, oh shit, you couldn't have done like, this is, I don't know. It's like, did we get lucky on this shot? Like, did this just work out perfectly? But no, because it's just how it happens. Like, I don't know. We learned so much making this movie, tapping into like different areas of filmmaking that we haven't done before. I don't know. Maybe that's what made it so exciting too. Like just different styles and stuff. I don't know. I'm excited. And you know, we there was a comment on Reddit because I posted the trailer on the found footage subreddit, which man, it blew up on there. Like 140 likes. Like people were really excited for it. They're like, one guy did say like, oh, so it's just another Blair Witch, and like I love Blair Witch. It's nothing like Blair Witch, but you know that is the gold standard for found footage, right? Like that was the big one.
Yeah.
Being out in the woods. But our next movie that we're like writing right now after this one, it's like, oh well, this is gonna be totally different from that. Super exciting as well. So yeah.
I know, and I feel like I might have a heart attack on camera because I can just feel my heart.
Well, that's just me every day. I never know when it's going to happen. You never know when you're obese like this.
COPD is no joke. Yeah,
that shit's just going to pop right out your chest.
But now, just because I know what we made in Creature of the Pines, I know what we filmed and what you vetted so far. And then when you talk about Children of the Veil, and like you just mentioned, it's cool because it's not in the woods and I can just picture in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, this is going to be
Yeah.
so cool. And so I can just see it in my head. I know this is going to look insane. And the thing we got to, well, Chris is just always working and always creating. So as he's editing this, he's writing Children of the Veil as well. And
Yeah.
he's doing 18 other things with running his Bad Movie Night show and podcast and other creators content and helping them and all this crazy stuff. But when you say that, I can't wait. I want to like start looking for locations. I want to start like thinking, oh man, where would be a cool community where we could go for a number of days and film this whole thing. We at least need, a main one, but then, some other stuff's going to have to be around the town and all this stuff. So my heart's already there. And I mean, gosh, lest we forget, we already have all the footage filmed for Stolen by the Stars, another documentary. It's about alien abductions, dude. And I went and interviewed a number of people, whether they were subject matter experts, and have been writing books on this stuff for 20, 30 years, or I know on History Channel and stuff like that. We got those people. And then I went and talked to these people with these amazing, genuine experiences of being abducted, all the way from like a 24-year-old up to a 65, 70-year-old. So Chris, the guy, dude, most people would just pass out or tap out and say, you know what, I just can't keep editing. I need a break. But this guy, he lives for it, dude. Between all the other stuff and being a great dad to his kids, and supporting them with school and all their extracurricular activities like dance, etc. The guy, dude, he's going to be editing, Secret Creature of the Pines, editing Stolen by the Stars, writing Children of the Veil, all these things. So I'm just super excited for Dockside Media and the trajectory of where we're going.
So you're saying my cortisol levels are out of control because of all the stress I put myself under?
Correct.
I think that's probably accurate.
Yeah, but you do it to yourself. But I would always feel better if you got more sleep. If you just had, you tell like, dude, I got up super early and I started editing at 5 before I had to go do this at 8. Like, what? Dog, I would just feel better if you slept a little bit, please. And it's not like you're like, not narcoleptic. What's the opposite of narcoleptic? Why am I drawing a blank on that?
Yeah,
what is it where you?
Yeah,
you can't sleep.
I have, what is it? Insomnia.
Insomnia, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have. Do you have that? Like formally diagnosed? I don't want to do it violate any.
I just get stressed out. I just get stressed out in my head, and then my brain won't let me sleep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for this movie. I know we're asking people to contribute to a campaign at this time, and it's a rough time. It's the holidays and everything like that.
This economy and everything, yeah,
all that stuff. So yeah, I get it.
Inflation.
But it's hard to pull a no budget feature film, no resources and stuff. So we're asking the community to help a little bit, and hopefully what we give back to it is worth it to them with the early release of the film and stuff like that, and their name. And honestly, this is going to be such a small budget and stuff. Like, I don't want that many. We just want a few people in here, and they know that they help make something. And so far with the reception of the trailer, I feel like this movie's going to do really well and be seen by a lot of people. So that's what I'm excited about.
No, dude, fact. I mean, in the Facebook Found Footage Horror Fans group, I only posted it like an hour ago, but these people apparently, based on the 650,000 members, they consume a lot of found footage movies, and based on the postings. It's at 23 likes. Man, we got great comments. Jersey Devil, yes. Will this be on Blu-ray eventually? Looking forward to it. Cool. Always love a found footage creature feature. It's got 3 shares. So people are like sharing it with their friends and whatnot. It's probably like a copy of the link to share with the friends. Maybe they're sharing on the personal page. But either way, it's like, these people would know based on the other postings where they're like, oh, this movie is dogs. Like, don't view it. we're getting nothing but likes and hearts. We have had nothing negative so far. So yeah, am I pumped? You bet your sweet ass I am. This thing is good, and I can't wait to share it with the world. And like Chris said, if you feel moved, if you feel compelled, please visit our crowdfunding campaign and select one of the perks. There's 3 different options.
And you won't have to wait very
we,
long to get your perk delivered.
No. I mean, you will get all of them include the early digital release, which will be on or before March 1st, 2026. So you're looking at January 5th. Yeah, less than 3 months. You'll have the best new found footage horror movie ever made. Period. I don't know. I always swing for the fences, but gosh darn it, dude. All our other docs have performed well because why? Because we believed in them. We knew, man, this is entertaining. Man, this is interesting. Man, this is informative. Man, this is engaging. Like, cool. Yep, we can make a documentary about that, and people will enjoy it. Throwing no shade at other filmmakers, but it's not, if you see the different groups and subreddits we're in, us generating the amount of revenue we have in these 4 short years, I mean, it is in probably the 1% of the 1 percentile of filmmakers, if probably less than that. I mean,
which on paper sounds great. However,
oh yeah, we're not. Yeah,
well,
we are not.
And a decent amount of that revenue was stolen from us. But that's one thing.
That's neither here nor there. That went to a distributor that went bankrupt, and that was taken from us. But a lot of filmmakers would have given up.
Yeah.
But no, we got those licenses back, re-released them, and they're still generating money. Years after their initial release. So it's like, man, these are good films. So, dude, when I say, oh, bro, this is the best found footage horror movie out there, I honestly believe people are going to feel, not everyone, because the world is a big place. And man, if 50% of the people out there are picking up what you're putting down, you're batting well. But man, I can confidently say there's going to be a large number of people that are going to say, man, you know what? This is my new favorite found footage horror movie. This set the bar. Other ones I watch I'm going to compare them to this. It's just, man, it's that cool. The story is that great. The acting is that great. The cinematography, lighting, location, again, all the actors. It's so good. And just to be just the creative ways where the camera can go from different things, like, oh, it's justified. Oh, that makes sense why they're filming that. Oh, that makes sense why there's a camera there. And man, this is so cool how all this material and this story was presented to me in a way where it was like, man, it did not feel stale at all, dude. This was enjoyable and entertaining the entire way through. And then they can scare me like that. And then, oh my gosh, that happened. I did not see that coming. It's great, dude. I believe in this thing just like I believe in our other films. But honestly, if I'm being 1,000% honest with you, Chris, this is my most favorite thing we've made so far.
I agree.
And that's crazy coming from a guy who I'm not a big fan of horror or found footage. So for us to go film this, you edit this thing, and we're watching this, I'm just like, oh my, this is my favorite freaking movie, dude. This is so good. This is really good.
Me too.
I believe it.
This is definitely my favorite thing we made. Well, I will say this. We're going to wrap up here, but we're going to wear you people down. We're going to make you watch the trailer. We're going to make you come around on Children of the Pines. Children of the Pines. Jesus. Creature of the Pines. Sorry, I'm mixing the two. So we got a month long of this to try and reach our Indiegogo goal. But either way, we just want you to check out that trailer too, and just keep the movie in mind. What do you?
No, your Freudian slip was brilliant. We've got Creature of the Pines. Writing Children of the Veil. The third one, The Universe's Cross. Children of the Pine. Children of the
Vale.
Pines. And the creature, and I'm not going to share the other storyline, but dude, there's crap all over the place. It could be unique.
All right. Well,
But
I have
this
to wrap
one's so
this
good.
up
Yeah,
'cause
we're
I
going to
have
make
to-
a sequel on this
I
too.
have to go.
Yep, I got to go too.
So, everybody, we appreciate you checking it out, hanging out with us. We'll be back for more, though, so stick around. And check out Creature of the Pines, creatureofthepines.com.
Until next time, keep
Bye.
on keeping on.